Hey guys, today's video is about association mining. We've talked about introduction and support in last video, so we'll focus on association rule and confidence today. The association rule is more like a definition. Basically, the rule A to B is held in database with support S, where S is a relative support of the union of A and B. The union means we have a new set containing all the elements that are in at least one of A and B. For example, we have this database with 4 transactions, and the item set A contains apple and banana, B contains orange. We want to find the support of association rule A to B. The union of A and B contains apple, banana, and orange. Therefore, A to B is held with support 1 over 4, since only one transaction contains all 3 fruits. If you think about the definition of union, you should find the support of A to B is the same as B to A. To illustrate, we still use these 2 transactions as example. The union of A and B contains apple, banana, and orange. Further, the union of B and A also contains orange, apple, and banana. It doesn't matter whether the order of fruits is the same, because the set doesn't have ordering concept. The point is the content of 2 unions is the same. Then, we move on to confidence. We typically say an association rule A to B is holding database with confidence C. C is the support of the union of A and B divided by the support of A. It's fine to use either support or support count in this formula, since the denominator of support will be cancelled out. If you remember, support is just the support count divided by the cardinality of database. If we use support, then this cardinality of database will be on both the numerator and denominator of the confidence formula, and that will be cancelled out. So you can use either support or support count, the answer will be the same. One thing to note is that the confidence of the rule A to B is not equal to the confidence of B to A. It's because we now have this denominator, so the confidence also depends on the support of A, but the support of a rule is independent of this individual support. The implication of confidence is the proportion of transactions containing A also contains B. In other words, confidence shows how much does A imply B, so the direction of association rule is important. Alright, let's look at an example. We have the same database and the same transactions. We now want to find the confidence of the association rule A to B. I put the formula here for reference. I say we use support count here, but it's really fine to use either support or support count. We first deal with numerator. The support count of the union of A and B is 1, because only T1 contains all the items in the union of A and B. Then, the denominator, which is the support count of A, is also 1, because again, only T1 contains both apple and banana. Voila! We can conclude that A to B is held with confidence 1 divided by 1, which is 1. That is, 100% of the transactions containing apple and banana also contains orange. Remember we said the confidence of A to B is typically different from the confidence of B to A? To prove this, I would also calculate the confidence of B to A for you. This time we don't look at a formula. The numerators are the same, since the union of A to B is equal to the union of B to A. However, the denominator changes. There are 3 transactions containing the item in item set B, which is T1, T2, and T4. Therefore, the support count of B is 3. So, the confidence of B to A is 1 divided by 3. That is, only 1/3 of transactions containing B also contains A. As you can see, the confidence of A to B is indeed different from the confidence of B to A. Next, a rule is said to be strong when the support is larger than minimum support threshold and the confidence is larger than minimum confidence threshold. So, there are 2 conditions that need to be satisfied for an association rule to be strong. These thresholds are defined by the users and depend on the situation or convention. From the example before, we know the rule A to B is held with support 0.25 and confidence 1. Say we define the minimum support threshold to be 0.1, minimum confidence threshold to be 0.5. Then, the rule A to B is strong, since 0.25 is larger than 0.1, and 1 is larger than 0.5. Both conditions are satisfied. Okay, that's the idea of association rule and confidence. Thank you for watching my video and see you next time.